Most people think that AI is something which they will learn later. But those who use AI every day have an advantage. I'm back on my show better than yesterday. Today, I'm going to speak about how professionals use AI in the life every day. Don't consider AI as a tool, but consider it just as you consider Google or your calculator. You are not overwhelmed when you use Google. You want to get a reply for any question, just check up with Google. If you want to know what was the age of Akbar when he died, just have to go and check up at Google. When you use a calculator, you use it to find the arithmetic total raised to power 3 or logarithm. So basically, you use them as your help, as your assistant. And you understand, a calculator doesn't substitute a mathematician. A mathematician is there because of his knowledge, because of his ability to calculate various numbers, find out certain scientific formulas. A calculator helps him only to do certain jobs faster and as an assistant. Same way, we can use AI every day. You being professional, busy with your life, would like to make use of AI for something worthwhile, which gives you value. Let me give you an example. Suppose, as a podcaster, you want to find out that how you should be able to monetize your podcasting. You just find out from Google, from AI. So, this episode is about how we use AI in everyday life. I'll give you more examples as we proceed. Give an example of a creator, person like a podcaster or a writer, how he spends his day making use of AI. As a creator, he is going for slow build. It's not by using a funnel, but by getting into the right mood, creating something which is valuable across the world. It's very much likely that podcast which is creating during the day is listened by somebody else in other part of the globe at night. So his wealth is growing by his creation. Now let's walk through the day. He starts his day, say at about 4:50 in the morning, and then he checks up with AI that what his goals should be, what he should write about, what are the trends. And AI gives him a very clear idea about the topics, the snippets, the trends, and he may start a new book, which could be about international relations, like how India should act as a world leader globally. The book is planning could be 200 pages, and possibly by saving this time, by being very fast and creative, he could publish that book in a period of 2 months' time. So the topic remains current and relevant. Now, as the day proceeds, at 7 o'clock, he has a cup of coffee and he thinks about the ideas which should be right. He picks up his computer and focuses on the thinking part, the topic on which he's writing. His mind is focused and he writes 2 pages, does some corrections, make use of AI in rewriting, in improving his script, and he then proceeds for his daily routine of getting ready. He decides to go to a library nearby and picks up some of the books which he should go through to clear his mind and to remain creative so that he could put in his best. A creator's mind has to be sharp, well focused, and he should be using best language. He should be in a position to put across his points artistically and create a book which put him among the best current authors in the world. As the day proceeds, he goes for lunch with his family, with his wife and his son, and they go to an Italian restaurant and order pizza with some soup, and then have dessert, double Sunday ice cream from Baskin Robbins. After he comes back, he has a siesta, sleeps for 1 hour, and he gets up and has a hot cup of tea with biscuits, and then checks his dashboard and he finds that he has got 3 followers. The success comes slowly. He knows that his followers, subscribers would go in time, would grow, and he would be in a position to accumulate wealth in a period of 1 year or 2 years. He is not rushed. His life is slow, but his wealth is accumulating. His assets are building. And then he goes to home and sees a good movie on Netflix, and he goes through the evening journals and writes further 2 pages of his book. By the end of the day, after dinner, he goes out to the park for a long walk, and when he comes back, he's totally refreshed. He takes a shower and then goes to sleep. So that's how a creator spends his time with the help of AI. AI helps him in taking better decisions, helps in choosing right subject. He understands how he would be in position to be a successful writer. My podcast, that is Sunil's podcast, has been selected as top 70 obsession podcast by FeedSpot on the web. Now I'll give you one more example. All the brands use AI in everyday life. Let's take example of Nika Van Hussein. Van Hussein tracks the purchases a person has made around his birthday, or if he has come with his wife or friend and made purchases as a birthday gift. So, Prime Sam sends email, calls up the prospective customer just before his birthday and says that you can buy garments like shirts, trousers, and you'd get special discount of 20%, which is valid till 31st of this month. Other examples of brands using AI are for fraud detection. Sometimes a person paid the money, however, didn't get the product. It could happen because of various reasons. The brands tracks this very fast and immediately rectify the mistake and gives the option that the buyer can either get the money back within few days' time, or he could reorder the. The exact examples are like on the basis of the search history of buyers, like they could be buyer for lipstick products. So Nika suggests number of emails with pictures, with cameras, so that the customer has got a very useful experience and would get motivated to buy the product. There are many more examples where the brands use AI to get more sales. It also helps them to plan their inventory, the products which are more in demand, so they have more stocks of those products and they use or lower the stocks of the products which are not so much in demand. There are many more examples. A person gets message on his mobile at the time when he enters a mall where Grand Bazaar has got its showroom, or Nika has got its showroom, and gets a special invitation with some kind of a special offer. So far as my personal experience is concerned, I should say that AI has given me a purpose of life. It has given me passion. Today, I have better health because of AI. You'd be surprised, but it's a fact. When I get up, I have real enthusiasm for how the day would start and how would I be in a position to make best use of my time. There are many more advantages. I have been able to understand the advantage of reading useful books. I read the current best books which keep my mind sharp and my body healthy. I would request you to make use of AI in your life and use as much as possible. You would be in a position to do far better than your present. So here I would sum up. Professionals are using AI to substitute friction for more leverage. As an entrepreneur, instead of one scenario which may take them 1 month, 2 months preparation time, they could think about 5 alternatives and come to a right decisions of choosing one best option. Doctors use AI for seeing more patients, for generating the reports fast. A writer has the idea of the book ready, the editing work, etc., could be done much faster, and he could publish his book instead of period of 2 years within 2 months. So that's how all professions are using AI for more leverage. Those who have adopted AI in their day-to-day life for finishing jobs and saving time. 1 minute here, 5 minutes there, 15 minutes there. Overall turnout and save maybe 20 hours in a week. So the advantage is very clear. So I sure that you had enjoyed today's show, how professionals use AI in day-to-day life. I would come up with similar useful episodes in future. And I thank you very much for paying your attention. Request you to press subscribe button so that I get the motivation and come out with better episodes, more episodes. See you next week. Thanks.